My religion is virginity, but I was raised in a Filipino household, so I was forced to become a Christian. But what happens when you mix those two things? Some of the weirdest video games you could ever play out there. Christian video games are a hit or miss, but usually a miss. These games are quite cheap and mostly designed for younger audiences, which is why the gameplay of most of these games is very simple. The goal of Christian games is to teach the Bible, but it's executed in a very terrible way. Given that these are video games and video games can easily be broken, the goal cannot be easily attained. Usually the UI in Christian video games is confusing because of how it is designed. Too much focus on the most unnecessary things ever. Another thing is that these games aren't taken that seriously. Like, what is this? It's clear that these games are only done for a quick buck, but that doesn't mean that the fact that most of these games aren't taken seriously means that most of them are terrible. Jesus Christ Simulator is an amazing game, but that doesn't remove the fact that the whole concept of this game is weird. That's another problem with most Christian video games. A lot of them are bizarre. Super 3D Noah's Ark is a notable example. The gameplay is clearly taken from Wolfenstein 3D, but instead of shooting Nazis, you're shooting sleeping pills at angry animals. What? Most older Christian video games are blatant copies of popular video game titles at the time. While some have slight innovations or gameplay changes, it's still copying most of these video game titles. Lastly, these games aren't the best way to learn the Bible. Some of these games have alterations to the original story, which could lead to some controversy and confusion. Plus, the gameplay could distract the goal of teaching the Bible, especially if the gameplay is fun and addictive. While Christian video games aren't bad ideas, they're clearly not great at educating people about the Bible.